Hello friends, today I'm gonna walk you through the demo of this application, Equistart, the DAO suite. In order to use this application, you have to install the ALFAJORES Wallet and set up. The details are in the instruction screen. You can navigate to the screen and check them out. First step we'll do is connect our DApp Equistart with our ALFAJORES Wallet. To do that, navigate to the wallet screen and click on connect button. You'll navigate to the ALFAJORES Wallet. Just click on the allow button and you'll be good to go. Navigate back to the DApp and you can see your ALFAJORES address. Refresh to fetch the token balances. Okay, now we'll create a new ERC20 token through this application. Just click on the create new token button and let's create the tokens which Vitalik recently talked in his tweet. We'll input the name the tokens and token symbol, let's give it THE. Total tokens to mint, let's say I want to mint 21 million tokens, and I'll click and sign the transaction. Click on allow button. It might take some time. After some time you'll get the success pop-up. Navigate back to the DApp and refresh the list. Now you can see that here the tokens is in the list. Click on the details button and you'll see the details of the contract, the contract address, total tokens and the balance. We'll now send some tokens to a random address. I have copied the address and I'll now paste it. I'll send around 1000 tokens into it. You can see that the token is pre-selected with the balance shown above. You just need to sign the transaction as usual and click on the allow button. It might take some time again, but on success you can navigate back to the DApp and go back. Now you can see, if we'll check the balance, we'll see that the address has 1000 tokens. Good. Now the second step involves creating a crowd sale to sell these tokens and raise some funds. For the same, we'll navigate to the crowd sale screens and create a new sale. We'll need the token address which we recently created. We'll navigate back to the token screen, click on the tokens detail and copy the project address from here. Navigate back and we'll paste the token address here. Under the beneficiary address input, we'll use the current wallet address to get the funds and select the sale rate to 3, which means for every 1 cello the buyer will get 3 tokens. Just sign the transaction as usual. It might again take some time. Again, navigate back to the DApp and when you refresh the list you can see a new crowd sale created under the token sale list. When you click on the details button and navigate to the contract screen, you can see that the token balance is still 0. We'll go to the token screen and send some tokens to this contract. For that, we'll copy the crowd sale address and navigate back to the token screen. Click on send tokens and paste the address of the crowd sale contract here. We'll send this contract around 999,000 tokens for now to be sold. We'll sign the transaction and transfer the tokens to this crowd sale contract. After the transaction is successful, navigate back to the application and paste the contract address in the user balance input box. Click on get balance and it shows 999,000 tokens. Cool. Okay, now we go back to the crowd sale contract and we'll go back. On refresh we can see the sale token balance is 999,000 tokens. We will now test the buy token functionality. I'll input the amount as 30,000 VE and for that we'll get the 90,000 THE tokens. Sign the transaction, accept the transaction, and on success you'll get the pop-up notification. Navigate back to the application and now if you go back and refresh the contract screen, you'll see that the amount raised is 30,000 and token sent balance is also reduced. Now the final step is to deploy our governor contract, that is the DAO. For that, navigate to the governor's list screen and click on create new governor. Remember, we're using the Open Zeppelin governor contract along with the time lock contract. We'll set the time lock delay to 300 seconds, which is equal to 5 minutes. And navigate back to the ERC20 screen. We'll go to the project details and copy the project address. Navigate back to the governor screen and paste the token address here. The deployment occurs in 4 steps. So first we'll create the time lock and sign the transaction. You can now see that the time log has a contract address as shown above, and the button changes to create governor. We'll now create the governor contract and sign the transaction once again. On resuming back to the DApp, you can now see that the governor has also a contract address. Third step is to add the created governor to the list. For that, sign again once more. Navigating back to the DApp, you will find that we have completed the 3 steps. The 4th step is to grant proposer role to this governor contract. For that, go back and refresh the list. You will find that THE tokens now has a governor contract. Go to the details section and we'll go to the settings section in order to give the governor contract the proposer role. For that, we need to go back and copy the project governor contract address and go back to the settings. I'll paste the contract address here, and in the role address I'll copy the proposer role and paste it. Now if I check the role, it says false. So now the governor contract does not have the proposer role. Now we'll grant the role to this governor and sign the transaction through the ALFAJORES wallet. Click on allow button and wait for the transaction to proceed. Now go back to the tab and check if governor contract has been granted the proposer role. Check the role again. Now it shows true. Good. Now our governor contract is ready and the THE token holders can grant funds from the treasury by creating a proposal. But before we do that, we have to add some funds to this governor contract. The time lock contract acts as a treasury address for this contract. For now, we'll use only the THE tokens as a treasury balance. We'll go back and copy the token address and paste it here to get the treasury balance. Yeah, currently it shows 0. So we have to send some funds, that is the THE tokens, to this treasury contract, that is the time lock contract. We'll go back on the token screen and send some tokens to this address. We'll paste the address and send some THE tokens. Let's say we want to send around 2 million tokens to this contract. We'll sign the transaction and press on allow button. On refresh, you can now see that the balance has been reduced. And now if we go back and check the treasury balance, it has been updated to 2 million THE tokens. The last step is to delegate the votes in order to use the governor contract. The votes are delegated based on the balance of tokens. For now, we'll use our own address. We'll go to the token screen, copy our address and paste it and delegate the votes. Sign the transaction and wait for it to proceed as usual. Once the transaction is successful, you can go back to the DApp and now you can see that the voting power has been updated. Great! Now we are ready to create a proposal. Now I'll copy the token address and go back to the create proposal screen. Paste the token address and press the get treasury balance button. It shows 2 million tokens. Now I have chosen a recipient address and will paste it in the receiver's address box. Let's say we want to send him around 300,000 THE tokens, and also write the description so that the voters may be able to determine to pass the proposal or to go vote against it. We'll write a description as fund 300,000 tokens to Bob for the mobile app development and sign the transaction. Once the transaction is successful, you can go back to the DApp, and when you refresh the proposal list, you can now see that the new proposal has been created. For now, the governor contract parameters are hard-coded and the proposal creation threshold is set to 1 token. while the quorum parameter is set to 10% of the total token supply. Now in the next step, I will demonstrate the proposal lifecycle. As you can see above, the current proposal state is active. That means the token holders can vote on the proposal. Click on the details button and navigate to the proposal details screen. For this example proposal, I'll click on for to vote yes for this proposal. As usual, I need to sign the transaction and wait for it to be successful. Now if we go back to the DApp and refresh the voting list, we'll find a new entry, and the results are tilted towards passing the proposal. Also to note that the voting period has been hard-coded to only 300 blocks, which you can notice from the last 3 digits of voting started at and voting ends at block number. From the drawer screen, we can navigate to the Explorer and check the current block number. Now as you notice, the current block number is less than the voting ends at block number. I'll skip the video for some time and wait for the proposal to be succeeded. Now on refresh, you can see that the state has changed to succeeded. Click on the details button and go to the proposal details screen. Here, now you can see there is a queue button. Sign the transaction and wait for it to be successful. Great. Now if you go back and refresh the proposal list, you will see that the proposal state is changed to queued. At this time, if any of the token holder is not happy with the proposal, he can opt out for the governor and sell his tokens. The interface does not show the timer, but you have to wait for 5 minutes in order to execute the proposal. After the time has elapsed, you can finally execute the proposal by clicking on the execute button and sign the transaction one last time. Once the transaction is successful, navigate back to the DApp and refresh the proposal list. You can now notice that the proposal state has changed to executed. Now we'll go back to the create proposal screen and paste the token address. I'll press the get treasury balance, and now I can see that the balance is reduced to 1.7 million tokens, which means that the 300,000 tokens are being sent to Bob through the proposal. If you want to know the details about any step, you can navigate to the instruction screen and find the details for every step, that is token minting, crowd sale, governor, or wallet connection. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.